What's going on, guys? It's your boy Random Guy Kev, and this is Thoughts of a Random Guy. We talk about many things dealing with love, dating, relationships, adulting, life's ups and downs, and the ever-evolving world of just being a human. Don't forget to check me out on all your favorite social media platforms at Random Guy Kev and my website, randomguykev.com. Today's topic is, what is it? Just saying no. Just say no. Yeah, just say no. And my co-host for this episode is,
Tunde and nice to be here again.
yeah, and maybe Kayla might jump in. Kayla's here. She's kind of in the corner.
Hey, Kayla.
So we might pass her the mic so she can jump in. But yeah, let's. All right. So it's okay to say no. I feel like it might be an age thing, but I feel like just say no to anything that you're not comfortable with because what you just heard. We played him today a video. I'll leave it in the description about someone paying for, splitting the bill essentially. How about you just say no and don't go to whatever gathering it is if you don't have the money? And a lot of people don't have the money and they just show up and just be like, oh, we're going to split the bill. So I'm going to pay the most expensive amount. I'm going to buy the most expensive thing and we'll figure it out later and go from there. Your thoughts today?
Well, like you said, yeah, don't put yourself in that situation to begin with if you don't have it. That's just where things should be. Like if you're financially like struggling, stay your ass home. That's the best thing you can do. But if you're gonna go out to celebrate somebody, make sure you have all your coins together. Especially if you know well in advance that this is what you guys are gonna be doing. Yeah, just know is a big thing, especially as you get older. It's just for me personally, if I know like, okay, I have too much on my plate and so and so got an event going on or whatever, I'm sorry, I can't be there. Priority is priority. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I get you on the back end at a different time. That's just where I stand with things.
Yeah, I mean, courtesy invites are great. And I tell everybody, like, provide a courtesy invite so you give me the option of saying no before you saying, like, I know you're not going to come to this, but it is what it is. No, let me say no so I can let you know. I might budget for it and figure it out. But yeah, no, I'm going to say no. And I think no applies to everything you're doing in life, especially when you're dating people. Because just agreeing to just go on dates with people, that's cool. That's cool and all. But you could also say no. The vibe ain't right. This ain't it. Yeah, no. And we were just told a story about. As a man, I feel like as a first date, I'm gonna pay, just off the strength because I see a connection. I see something there. And all right, first date, I'll pay. We'll keep it moving. Shit don't work out. Shit don't work out. But first date, I'm gonna pay. If I have to trick you into paying for the first date, I think that's wild. You could just say no, and I feel like you should say no if you see red flags that don't make sense. And if a man isn't paying on the first date, I mean, there are some rare cases. I've been on a date where a woman invited me on the date and she paid, she took care of everything, and I felt kind of weird about it. But she was like, no, it's all on me. I got it. You don't got to worry about nothing. I'm like, all right, cool. If she states that. But if you invite somebody, even if she invites you, you should always put your foot forward and be like, you know what? I got us. I'm going to pay for this and keep it moving. And if you can't go on a date with somebody, it's okay to say no because you don't have the budget for it. And it happens. Tunde.
To go back to one of the points that you made on it, like if the woman says like, okay, she got it, still show the gesture like,
Yeah.
nah, I
Yeah.
got it. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if she reinforced like, okay, no, I said I was gonna cover it. I invited you. I'm gonna take care of it. Then cool. But like you said, it is uncomfortable as a man. Like rarely do I get put in that position
Word.
because sometimes like I'll go out with somebody and they'll say like, yeah, I got it. And then the minute the check come, I snatch that shit and then I fucking take care of it.
It's over
And
with.
then they listen. That's just the way it
Yeah,
is.
it's
Like
over
if you
with.
don't put your hand on that fucking check before I do, then it is what it is. You get me back another time if I allow it. but
Word.
But yeah, like it's a very weird thing, and I just feel like as a man, it I really don't care what the situation is. You should be taking care of that bill. That's just the courtesy thing to do.
Yeah, Kayla, would you like to chime in on this?
Go ahead, Cal.
Okay, so I've been on many of dates. They are currently talking about a story I just told them recently. How I was asked to go out with somebody. It was a couple of days after their birthday. We went to the bar, got some food, and
You got swindled into paying.
I got
for
swindled. I definitely got swindled. I got swindled into paying.
You got swindled into paying for it.
And basically, we were at the bar. He said, "Oh, there was like a football game on," and he's saying, "Oh, he was on his phone trying to do whatever kind of betting things you guys do." And then the bartender was like, "Oh, hey, I need a card to put down." I'm like, "Okay, well, he's betting. I'll give him my card. Bet, fine. He'll take care of it at the end of the night while he's doing whatever he's doing." So during the whole date, it was a trash date. Like he's talking about himself the whole time. He's talking about football the whole time. Barely asked me any questions about myself. Time to go. We're the last people in the restaurant. I'm like, oh damn, like he must think that this is a great time or he really cares about this game. The bartender's like, hey, do you guys want to close out on this bill with the card that you put down? He immediately puts his head down. And I'm like, I guess. At this point, I'm like, I'm just ready to get the fuck up out of here. Date was trash. Got swindled into paying. And yeah, I'm like, I probably should have said no from the beginning because I don't know if we were compatible. We only had like one conversation before the date. And I'm not sure if we were compatible from the beginning, but I was just like, hey, like this is kind of like my year of yes, which was 2023, my year of yes. This year, 2024, is my year of no. I'm saying no to everything.
I'm proud of you. That's good. It's all about no.
Say no, and everything is case by case. But 9 times out of 10, we're gonna start off thinking no. That's how we're gonna do things. We're gonna start off thinking no. And then if the reason, is logical enough for you to be like, maybe I should change my mind, then we do that. But straightforward, no. I don't care what it is, just no. That's how we move.
And yeah. After she told us that story, we told her to contact us so we can make the determining factor for the determining move for her because that don't even make sense. I'm sorry. I get it at some bars. You have to put down a card to kind of hold your spot or whatever. But for him to kind of say, hey, I'm still betting over here. I mean, his card's on file for the app.
But that doesn't even make sense to me because, you're betting. Like, what? You got to hold your card the entire time to place a bet?
No, you don't.
No, you don't. He finessed it.
Yeah, he
finessed it.
The fuck out
I'm
of
sorry. He fucking finessed it.
And you believed him.
Listen, I do FanDuel as well. Like, my card is already on fucking FanDuel.
Yeah.
Like, there's fucking
the way
there's
things
Apple
work,
Pay on that shit too. So it's like
PayPal,
there's no
Venmo,
excuse.
There's everything.
There's no excuse.
He finessed the fuck out of you. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. He got himself a free meal, and a free drink. I mean,
I'm sorry.
Yo, I'm proud. I mean, sometimes women. I saw an article with a chick like she spent 2 years finessing dudes going on dates for free meals.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So I'm like, 2 years,
and nobody caught on.
And nobody caught on. Like, you're not gonna hit me back, or like
yo,
what's good?
Like, yo, I'm hungry.
Like the max you can do is like 2 dates with a guy and be like, and have him pay max. If you hit that 3rd date and y'all don't talk consistently or something's happening, no, ain't no fucking way you hit me with that, with a free meal. Because I feel like if you're intentional about getting to know somebody, you constantly talk to them. You communicate. You over communicate at sometimes. Mm-hmm. But if you're talking to multiple dudes, you don't have enough time to communicate to every one of those dudes. And for her to have enough time to do that, She ain't have no job. She ain't have no job, and she finessed dudes into paying.
That is a full-time job. If you
That's the
think
full
about
time. She finessed dudes into giving her money to pay for rent and pay for food for 2 years. That's fucking wild. I'm sorry.
It's wild, but at the same time.
Say no.
Listen,
say no. Wake up and say no. That's 2024 year of the no.
Yeah.
Because as you get older, it's like when you say no to people, and even though they know you're gonna say, and I had to tell my brother this, like in our group, I had to tell him like, yo, people put invite out there, even if it's last minute, just say no, you can't make it. It's courtesy invites, because I had to teach everybody about courtesy invites. It's good to know about what's going on. Thank you for providing me. Even though you know I'm going to say no, please just still send the invite. So I'm just aware. So I don't be like, you always get those friends that be like, oh, you ain't telling me. I ain't know about it. Thank you for telling me about it. Let me put it in my calendar. Let me double check. Because I might surprise you and be like, okay, no, I can make that. I'll cancel this and show up. Because, yeah, I mean, no is great up to a point. And then I can finally make it to something. But we're trying to teach Kayla how to say no more, because she's way too nice to guys. She lets them get the benefit of the doubt. And no.
Yeah, listen, 2024, ladies, stop being finessed by this fucking fuckboys out there. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. Like, get your standards. Like, get that shit right.
Figure it out.
Okay.
Figure it the fuck out.
I'm not saying be out there finessing motherfuckers and all that, but at the same time, like, yo, there's certain things that as a man you're just supposed to do.
Yeah.
All right. So no, that's just where we're gonna stand with that.
And that's the thing. It's like I feel like you should notice. I feel like women notice red flags more than men do, because we're blind. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm blind. Especially when I'm feeling somebody, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Like, this person, we click and this, that. But women, I feel like, I notice red flags quicker. And if a man's not, say if it's like a snow day, hey, you want me to come through and shovel your driveway real quick? Something simple. I think shoveling snow is simple as fuck. Let me clean off your car. Let me put salt down. If a man's not... you know what? I feel like people are going to attack me because of this. But I feel like basic household things men should be able to do.
Yeah.
And like, that's an outside thing, like shoveling snow. I'm sorry, that's the best workout you can get if you can't go to the gym.
And it's not even something that you just do to somebody that, you're trying to date or whatever. You should do that for your girlfriends as well. Like, your friends. Yeah. Like, you get what I'm saying? And
that's the thing. It's like, you do it for a lot of people, like, okay, I know you can't shovel your snow. Let me hit you up. Like, yo, I'm already out here. My truck is out here. Boom, I can clean that shit off real quick. I got enough salt. I know you didn't buy salt. Let me clean that shit off. And sometimes you hit people with that, and
because to a degree, like as guy friends, you help set the standard for your girlfriends by doing simple stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Not just shoveling snow, but even when you guys go out and you take care of things, like you're setting the standard for what they should be looking at when they're dating somebody.
Yeah, but sometimes they don't listen to
that. Just saying.
Kayla, for example.
Wow,
but yeah.
Wow, the shade. Hey.
But I'm just saying, it's like
we're gonna do better this year.
Yeah, 2024 coming in strong. Kayla, we're gonna choose better for you. My thing is, we need you to check in with us.
Yeah, let me interrogate
this with us,
please,
because you not checking in. I don't feel like Kayla check in enough.
Nah.
Like my thing is, I assume Kayla is just like out here living her best life. She going out to dinners with her girls and stuff like yes, great. And she's not even saying no to some of these bum ass dudes that approach her. And it's like, Kayla, you doing a lot in your life. Stop and say no. Just say no. It's okay. It's okay to say no. You don't have to say yes to everybody.
I don't say yes to everybody.
Shut the hell up.
No, I say yes.
At this point.
When I do decide that I want to go out with somebody and they just don't live up to my standards. And I don't know if that I could.
And then do you let them go? Or do you just keep them around? You don't say, hey, we're done. Let's move on. you just like
That is a good
might
question.
Get better.
That is
He
a
might
good
get
question.
better.
Don't
Because a lot of women have that savior complex
that
where they just be like, okay, he can change.
no.
He can change.
Don't try to save nobody. If at a certain age, this are his habits, he's not fucking changing.
I agree. I agree.
Like that.
I do
that,
have the
that
savior
goes,
complex.
That
I
is
do.
that is a lot of people. Like I feel like once you hit the age of like 30, your habits have already built over the years. From the age of 18 to that age, your shit is built, and you're not changing. You're only like once you get into a situation, now you're compromising every now and then. Your habits are still going to be your habits, but you're kind of like compromising with your significant other. But you still want to do what the fuck you want to do, though. You get what I'm saying? So if you're out there dating, that motherfucker has his habits already. I'm sorry. So don't try to save nobody. That's where the no comes from. It's like, nah, this is not what I'm looking for.
But I feel like I have said no a lot because I feel like I go on the first date and I realize that they aren't the one, and I'll stop talking to them majority of the time. Why is everybody's face?
No,
like
I'm
that?
no,
That's
I'm
kinda
listening.
crazy.
I'm listening. No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
I do keep around a couple fuckboys. I shouldn't. And then I'll toss them back into the sea. And then I'll reel them back in to see if they change. And they have not changed. And then I throw them back away. And then I'll come back a couple more months and see if they change and they have it. So, is that bad?
So you run
Yeah.
the block?
Spin the block?
No, that's bad.
That's bad?
Yeah,
This
that's
spin the
bad.
block?
This is
Spin the block.
just toss them. Just toss them.
Toss them and keep
Because at
tossing.
the end of the day, whenever you go to like certain events or whatever, you still gonna see them around, and probably gonna see them talking to somebody else and everything. Like it's just once you toss them, that's it. Explore new people.
But y'all keep saying explore new. And there's really not that much new out here. Dating, I'm going to say this. Dating for women in Jersey is big trash. I'm going to say
And I've
this
heard that a lot.
because all of my guy friends, not all, but about 80% are in either long-term relationships or married. Ask me how many of my women friends are in long-term relationships or married.
Should we really ask? Should we
And I
ask?
think that my friends are great women.
Yeah.
I'm going to say probably 20%. We got an 80-20 group, 80-20 over here, which is crazy. So we spin the block because we're like, maybe this time he has changed. Knowing damn well he ain't changed, but like, maybe he might have.
Yeah. I mean, to that, I would say like for guys, and just speaking from experience, when I was dating, it wasn't like I was out there just constantly looking. You get what I'm saying? I was just out having fun, and occasionally I would have a woman show interest, and I'll entertain it. If it became something, then it is what it is. If it didn't, I didn't lose any fucking sleep over it. Like you said, it's different for women because 9 times out of 10, when a guy is just like trying to show interest or whatever, I won't say like it's with good intentions. 9 times out of 10. So it is more difficult for a lot of women. I would just say just let it happen. Because a lot of relationships that will end up working out is just something that you don't go out looking for. You just end up in the right place at the right time.
Word. He was that shit in God's hand. He got it. And that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, that's just the way it's just always ended up being.
I don't think that that's true.
I mean,
I've heard a lot of stories like that. I mean,
Yeah,
I have a lot of friends that met a girl in the same year and got married in the exact same year.
And my brother, like, he was with somebody, and then he broke up with her. They broke up, and then 3 weeks later, he literally met his wife.
Like it just happens.
It just happens. Like yeah, and people just like and the thing is, a lot of people put a time limit on when you should start dating after a relationship, or how long you should be dating before marriage and things. Stop putting time limits on shit, because shit just happens. Shit just happens. If shit wants to happen, it's gonna happen.
I got one more for you.
Go ahead.
this girl I used to be friends with. So
I used to be
she's
friends with.
yeah.
Keyword.
No, we had a whole different situation that ended up causing us to stop being friends. Nothing to where like we're dating or anything. It was nothing like
gotcha.
that. It was just something else. So she had a dude who she's married to now. Her husband. I guess they were always going back and forth for like a long time. He's always wanted her. She just never fucking entertained it. And then I guess she just randomly was just fucking around. From what I gathered, she was just fucking around. Like, well, if you that fucking serious about being with me, you would buy me this type of ring and just propose. Guess what my guy did?
Bought the ring.
Bought the fucking ring, proposed, had a big ass fucking wedding, and married with a kid.
I mean, that's some
Like if he's like if a dude is serious about you, you gonna see like he's not he's not playing around.
And
There's none of that shit.
Yeah, and that's
There's
the thing.
none of that.
And women don't understand, like, when it comes to that proposing piece, that takes a lot for a man to do.
Yeah.
That takes so much. And like, if we do it, it's like, oh, that motherfucker's really serious. Yeah,
Like,
because like, it
get
takes
me?
a lot for us to be. That's us intentionally being vulnerable with you
Yes.
and being weak. And it's like, we're showing you this side. And sometimes women take it as a joke. It's like, no, we're serious. If we think we can be with you forever, we're gonna be vulnerable and get into this position where we have to propose to you. And it's like, we're not just talking to your mom or your dad. We're talking to your friends, like trying to get an understanding. Like, yo, are you okay with us proposing to your friend? Like this is the next step. This is where I want to take it. Can you see us being together? Like, we want to ask those questions to see if somebody at one point is going to have an objection. Like, no, I don't see you guys being together. I want to understand why you don't see us being together.
And you brought up a great point because a lot of times, if you think about it, a lot of times that guy will include your closest friends automatically. Always. Because he's doing his fucking background checks and all of that, including all the people that are important to you before we even get to like your parents. You get what I'm saying? So he's already talking to the inner circle, like, okay, like this is what I plan to do. This is my intention for her and all this other stuff. Like, what do you think?
And it's okay for you to say no to the guy. Like, I've witnessed where a girl has said no. And after a full discussion of, hey, do you want to take the next step? Would you want to? And guys, we strategically plan, like, we have that conversation a million times. Like, hey, do you see yourself marrying me? All right. Okay, cool. All right, cool. I just want to make sure. What kind of ring would you want? All right, cool. Yeah, cool. And then, we mark it on our list. Even if you say no, it's okay to say no. Some guys take it as all right, I guess the relationship's done. And other guys are like, all right, we'll continue working on it. But again, that takes a lot for a guy to initially do. But even for us, we can have that whole discussion and we can mentally come to the point of saying, you know what? This ain't it. Nah, I'm good. I'm going to end this because this can't go to the marriage stage. This is no. This is a no for me. And be okay with saying no. It happens. You can't be a yes man forever. Yeah, you can't be a yes man forever. Yes, Kayla?
I was just saying about, you said that he asks about the ring and the family and friends. Shouldn't he have had the conversation with her and see if she's ready? Because why would you pop the question before you even know that she's ready?
But that's the thing. You do have the question with her, and as men, we have the discussion with her a number of times.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, would you see yourself marrying me? Like, can you see yourself marrying me? And if it's like, no, I don't see that, and that no comes up a couple times, and it's like, what are we still doing here? And it's like, yeah, no, I can see myself. And then you ask additional questions, married questions, like, hey, all right, joint bank accounts or separate bank accounts, living together. What's your situation? What are you thinking? And when the yes becomes, and as men, we do ask a lot. When the yes becomes yes a lot, then it's like, all right, let's take this discussion to the friends group. What has come up? And then it's like, hi, let's talk to the family. What has come up? What have you guys heard? Hey, I want to do this. I want to take the next step.
Because you're going to get a lot of tea from the friends.
Yeah, you'll get a lot of tea
you
from
talk
the
to
friends.
your girls.
Yeah. Listen. I went ring shopping with one of my boys, and we talked to her girlfriends. They didn't know shit. They didn't know a goddamn thing about the ring, what type of ring she wanted. And we was shopping. I feel like we was shopping for like 8 hours. Next thing you know, he go out with her, and she's like, if you ever propose to me with that ring. That man dropped her ass home, came back, picked up the goddamn ring. And was like,
said that was easy.
This is it. Where I know other people, they're just like, all right, make a list here, put it in a Google Doc, yo, and I'm all about Google Docs. Put whatever rings you want right here, and so I just have a general idea of what you like, what you don't like. Mm-hmm. We're very simple. Men is simple. Well, yes or no.
Yeah.
Yes or no. And if we see ourselves marrying you, yes. If we don't, no. We're just chilling. We're just chilling.
I had the wife sending me pictures of different type of rings, and you always notice the common thing.
The common themes.
All of them.
Yeah.
The type of cut, like emerald cut. You notice everything.
A lot of women.
So when you get to the jewelry, you're like, yo, this is what she likes, and you're like, oh, that's simple. So then you have like different categories, like automatically pull up to you.
Yeah, so like, I mean, again, it's okay to say no. Like, we're talking about relationships now, but like, when it comes to job now, like, if somebody gives you like a crazy ass salary, it's okay to say no and renegotiate. I tell everybody to renegotiate. If you can negotiate your salary, do it. Especially if they're offering you a range, let's say 80 to 100K, and they're just like, yeah, you'll get 80. No. It says 80 to 100. I need to understand why I can't get at least 100. Because if they can't give you 100, they'll meet you in the middle, 90. Mm-hmm. Always. No matter what. They'll meet you in the middle. I'm asking for the most.
And then
because they'll go straight to the middle.
Yep.
Always go straight for the middle. I mean, I've been in situations where I've asked for a specific amount that was in the bracket. And it's like, yeah, that was just based off skill stuff. I'm like, all right, what skills specifically? Because I have a master's, I have my bachelor's, I have certifications. I need to understand what skills specifically before I say no to you and go to a different job. And a lot of times they're like, oh, let's get back to you. And I'm like, okay,
you don't know.
Yeah,
you just don't want to pay.
You just didn't want to give it to me.
Yeah, you just didn't want to give it to me. So I'm going to go somewhere else. And I've had it where like I'm good. Yeah, I asked for this. You're not able to give me this. And they're just like, okay, let me check back. And they'll call me 5 minutes later. Okay, we can give you that. We can give you that plus this. And I'm like, I mean, you could have gave me that before, but you chose not to. So it must be something else. You know what? I'm good where I'm at. I'm good. No. Keep it. Keep that money. Keep whatever you're doing, because I don't need you to fuck me over. And I've experienced that twice, where they've come back on stuff, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll go with it. And come to find out the job is fucking shit. And they were just like, we're fucking gonna burn me later on. I'm like, yo, fuck that. Nah, I'm good. And like, there was a big moment in my life where I was consulting into permanent roles. And I was like, I might do that. Maybe I might do that. But it's like, I didn't feel like home because of that whole like money thing. When it comes to money with these companies, they give you a big range, but they always want to give you the little piece. They never want to give you the big piece. They're just like, no, based on your skill set. No, bitch. Go find somebody else. Because I promise you won't find somebody else. And take it from there. But I mean, it's okay to say no in general. Just say it. Just say it. It won't do anything for you. It won't end your life, but just say no. But as we come to the end of this episode, Tunde, what do you want to leave people with?
You just said it.
It's okay to say no.
Yep. Yeah. That's the year that we're in. You know, don't inconvenience yourself with anything. If you got, I have a strict rule where if I have to think twice about something, it's freaking no for me. It's a dub.
Yeah. No, I agree. Kayla, you want to leave people with something, or you just want to be in the shadows?
Well, I think I started off by saying 2023 was my year of yes and compromising, and I just feel like 2024 is my year of no and I'm gonna stand on it.
And we're gonna keep reminding you.
Yeah, they said they're gonna. They said they're gonna text me every morning and say no. And I need that support. So
We got it.
And that is it for this episode. You guys can find me on all social media platforms at Random Guy Kev and my website at randomguykev.com. Don't forget to check in, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.